Of the ultimate when it comes to an awesome way to get fit. If you change your seat, literally the seat you're on right now to what I have coming up next hour, we could totally change your life. That's pretty cool, right? So stick with me and you'll find out more in just a little bit. All right, talk about this. Here to here. Here to here. Can you see it? Can you guys go really, really wide? Because that thing is literally almost touching the top of our sets. And we have really massive high ceilings in this room. Look at it. So this little guy down, we can't get the whole thing in the shot, can we? Can we do that? Yeah, you guys want me to get up there and dust? I bet you do. I bet it hadn't seen some, let me do this. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try to pick this up. All right, I'm gonna pick it up. So here we go. So we can really see it. This becomes that thing behind me, and then a whole bunch of things in between it. Now, I got my own personal story too. So my husband and I, we really downsized dramatically. I live in less than 700 square feet, believe it or not. We're into small space living. The problem is we didn't bring a single ladder with us, not a single one. I thought, well, we're on the first floor, we're in a little condo. Why do we need a ladder? And I'll be darned, the other day, I needed lights put up on this little balcony above us. That's, it's like kind of our roof above us on a balcony that's on top of us. And we didn't have a ladder. I'm like, oh my gosh, we actually need a ladder. But in that small space, we can't have 5 or 6 or 10 ladders because we don't have a garage anymore. Here's the answer. If you're in the same situation or you don't have any ladders, or you don't have a tall enough versatile ladder, we've got the perfect one for you. And this is finally back in stock as well. It is on sale tonight. When this is normally on the air, it's $188.95. Right now it's $159.95, and we have 5 flex. And then look at the shipping on that. It's almost $18 in shipping, and yes, it's free shipping today. Linda Lede is joining me. Linda actually is in the construction industry, and I love it. Girl power, Linda. I love it because, boy, do you know a whole lot about ladders.
I do know a lot about ladders, and I know about climbing other people's ladders that I didn't know what was going on with them. And now with the iReach soft close telescoping ladder, I never have to borrow my neighbors that I don't know what their story is with the ladder, because not all ladders are made the same. Now, first of all, this ladder stands just under 33 inches. It extends up to 12.5 feet. It is 21 pounds. I'm going to bring it up close. Look at the bottom. They're not like this, right? They're not like this. It's a round bottom. It has a nice rubber to the bottom, which is nice because it helps protect your wooden floors, your tile floors, whatever kind of floors you have on the inside. And also right here, you can see this rubber here doesn't mar your walls. But this is what I love about this ladder. It's a hook and loop, closes the ladder up. I have a little grip here, but watch this. Now, if I don't want to have this 12.5 inches high, I don't need to have it 12.5 inches high. I mean, 12 feet, 6 inches high. I can put it at 5 feet. I can put it at 6 feet, whatever it is that I want. Now I have it at 12.5 feet, and look at this. Easy to handle. It's, like I said, it's 21 pounds. It's made out of heavy duty aluminum, and look at this. Okay, collapses down to 33 inches. Can we see this? This is a great 12.5 foot ladder. Easy for me to actually dance with if I want to. I'm going to bring it up close to you though, because this is what I love. Look at this right here. See these? This is the green area. So every time I come up on this ladder, I'm going to put it like this so you can see it's not a rung ladder. This is a nice flat surface for my foot, which is going to give me a better grip when I'm going up the ladder. But if you look here, notice how you have these levers here. If this lever is not properly latched into place, notice that this turns red. So every time I come up, I want to make sure that these are latched into place, locked into place, and then I can put my foot up and I go each rung. But when it comes time to close them, I'm going to back up a little bit and look at this. Look how easy this is. This is this soft close technology. Now, it's not going to come down on your fingers, which I love. It has that air compression. And what happens is just slowly closes down. 12.5 feet collapses down to just under 33 inches. And if you did not want to have the whole thing up, I just want to just point this out. Let's say you only needed like a 6 foot ladder. Put all the rings up on top and bring it up that way, okay? So you have a lot of versatility to this ladder, which you're gonna love. So you can go and you can dust the tops of your curtains. You can put in new light bulbs, whatever it is you need to do. You can put this inside, outside. But when it comes to storing, like you said, Suzanne, many of us are downsizing. And if you're upsizing, you notice that pretty quickly we can fill up a home very fast. This is a ladder that can just be put in. It can store right in between your refrigerator and your wall, maybe behind a door in a closet. It doesn't matter where you put it because it has such a small profile. Those of you who are muralists or artists or something, you're gonna love this ladder because you don't need to have a big truck to transport this ladder. Again, collapses down to under 33 inches. It's 21 pounds. It will hold up to 250 pounds. And as a trained and master carpenter in the unions, we were big on safety. This is an OSHA stamped, they have given the OSHA approval on this ladder. And what that means, it's a government agency, that it's the Occupational Safety and Health Administration says this is a safe ladder. I love that because it checks off all the boxes for me. Lightweight, easy to store, easy to put up.
You know what's, Linda, that's really funny is, we lived in our house, and our original house really wasn't that big, but it was a house. It wasn't just a little condo like we live in now. My gosh, my husband would buy a ladder, and then that wasn't good enough, or he needed a bigger one, so then he'd buy another ladder. Then he'd go and he'd think, oh shoot, I'm doing this other project, I need an even bigger ladder. We had so many dumb ladders around our house. It was the dumbest thing. Gosh knows I wish I would have had this when we lived in our house, because it's funny, you just realize you don't need, now that you have this, to have all that clutter anymore. And I think for a lot of us this year, and I was saying this earlier, Linda, is, when the world is crazy and insane outside, we've got to make sure that our home, no matter what our four walls is made of or how big it is, it's got to be a really special place. And so I think this year more than ever, we're really looking to get organized, declutter for sure, because the world's cluttered enough. We want our space to kind of be uncluttered and really easy access. This is a wonderful way to do that. You look at the height, I mean, this is crazy. It's 12 feet something high, and yet it collapses down, and then it just goes into the most little sliver of space, much like our origami shelves coming up, by the way. Miss Linda, I gotta run. Thank you for hanging out, and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. It's so good to see you, Suzanne.
You too, Sweet Pea. I'm glad to see you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, speaking of getting organized and saving a whole lot of space, now we're going to talk about origami. Origami has been around for many years now, and they're shelves. And people go, you sell shelves? Like,